Mess with there. I mean, I'm here. Nope. I have to hit the D-pad twice to get it to move to yes.
I sense a powerful threat nearby. Do be careful.
I'm not careful. I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Dance. Dance, monk. Now is the time on Sprockets when we dance. Ooh. The knight has 1 HP. Oh, the knight has 0 HP left. The knight and his companions were never seen again. Oh well. I was supposed to lose, right? I'm sorry. I think I lost. Nobody puts Monkey in the back row. That's right. Although I don't think Monkey actually got to dance because the... Oop, I may need your help. Damn it. I looked at the wrong screen for a moment. Over I go. Let's go. Oh, here. So let's see. While you're hooking up to me, I'm going to go fix that.
He starts with more money than me. What a ripoff. Oh, God. Okay, their helicopters can move farther than I thought. They had families, man! Oh my god, they've got an A-10? Oh, I'm screwed. I was not emotionally prepared for this day, clearly. Let me come out of low gear. Okay, this time I did accidentally turn off the all-wheel drive and the diff lock. Trying to hit all those buttons simultaneously to make it do things. Victory recovery! I feel like that should have been where it's not, but... Stop the engine. Let's take a look around. There's just enough light left. This works. Storing communications. Oh, what else do we have going on up here now? Oh, hey, there's a big chunk of space opened up. That looks nice. There are a lot of broken bridges. They were not kidding about that. There's a lot of power poles down, and there's a lot of bridges out. Oh, no, listen. Oh, no, nope. That's a no porn. I tell you what, we're gonna put you back in the garage for right now. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Nico.
We went to rent a movie, and the gentleman said to me, he says, "Hey, you know, Dana, they took your game off the market." And I said, "What? Why?" He said, "Well, obviously there's a bunch of controversy behind it." And I said, "Oh, really?" And that's how I heard. It's not violent, you know, in any sense. It's not violent, it's not gory, it's not anything like that at all.
No, don't do this to me now. No, stop with all the slipping. I've killed Maurice! Yes!
Forrest, he's...
Out of print.
Out of print. Oh, hey, you know what this needs?
Let's put on a song.
Boom, we're bringing up the death counter.
I think that would be for the best.
Oh my god, Dana played him. Oh my god, I didn't remember that. Hey, thanks, Nico.
For Carl!
Hey, little buddy girl. Dude, you're right in the middle of the screen. I can't see around you. But welcome to the show, everybody. We are definitely still workshopping that intro there. I like having the little intro clip thingy. I like the nice clean look that it's the sibling of the Shouter Outer machine, but it is desperately lacking in sound support. I am having a problem with Sirenscape music right now that I'm not supposed to be having, but I don't want to have to deal with it because it's not my job or my company. So instead, we're just going to go with what we got today. It's a Thursday. There ain't nobody got time for that anyway. I have spent this entire week pushing to get some code done so that I may actually get to play hooky from work tomorrow. And then I get a 4-day weekend for the 4th of July holiday. So I'm taking 2 holiday weekends in a row. I think it's going to work out. I think I'm going to play Simon because obviously I finished working for today. Well, I guess it's not necessarily obvious. I tend to kind of screw around a lot anyway. But I am done working for today. I did put in like a 10 or 11 hour day yesterday so that I could be done right away today. So that much was worthwhile. So here we are. I'm going back to the trucking game. Important item of note regarding the trucking game. SnowRunner Season 18, I don't have enough fingers for that, actually did release today. If I were to fire up my Steam Deck, it would download the new season plus, God help us, whatever patch they put into the base game over there. But on the Switch side, it's Nintendo. They are notoriously slow at approving things, so it's very rarely been day and date, even back in the good old Switch 1 days, although it was sometimes. But I think there's actually a 2-pronged attack to their delayed release here. Officially, it is listed in the eShop Season 18 as coming on July 30th. So a full month out. So at least they were up front and they knew it right away. So I'm going to give them credit for that. But B, that's kind of where your 2-part comes in. The Nintendo's notoriously slow, but they also just released this 2.5 weeks ago, back into the Nintendo environment. So I don't blame them for not trying to do a back-to-back release there. And 2.B subsection C, I think that's the legally correct term for it. They did promise at release time that they were going to get their cross-platform saves working again, and they implied that it was going to be coming with this first patch, which probably means they got the patch all built to accommodate all the Season 18 stuff, so they've got it pushed, but now they need to put the extra work in just on the Switch side to get it to talk to the third-party web cloud service they use that handles the cross-platform saves. Because they disabled all of the Nintendo Switches when they abandoned support for Switch and Mac originally, so now they got to turn some of them back on for Switch 2. In fact, it needs to be explicitly Switch 2 because they don't want to turn it back on for Switch 1 because the Switch 1 will never be compatible again. Neither will the Mac. That's fine. The Mac build wouldn't work. It shares the same Steam save with the Windows build, which is really problematic, so I've actually uninstalled SnowRunner off of my Mac just to avoid risking screwing stuff up there. I did notice as I fired up the game here today that the message of the day inside the game is already touting Season 18, so they're pulling that globally. It's also touting the Mercedes truck pack, which isn't available here yet. So I'm suspecting that those two are going to be released in lockstep. So I'm down with the Max, yo. Okay, I shouldn't have done that, but it happened. It's out there, it's live, so yeah. Yay, Max is obviously how you meant the down with, kind of like being down with the sickness. So, anyway, I'm playing it on Switch today. I actually haven't played a whole ton since last week. I did play a little bit. I stayed on playing after the last stream for a little while, after we raided our good buddy Dan Servo. So I accomplished a little bit more. I have gotten to the 3rd map. I think... Oh, that's right. That's where we got to the streaming. Oh, that makes a really good story. I was trying to get around... I wanted to get to the dam to see if I could get over the dam so I could complete one of the missions by visiting the last little blue square, and that's all it was going to take. but then I flipped the Scout upside down, climbing the last hill up to the little road that goes to the dam. And we decided, well, Dan's starting up. Let's just raid out. I'll let you know how things go. How did things go? You cannot get across the dam. In fact, there's a lot of stuff on the other side of the dam that you can't immediately get to. So I explored a little more. I delivered the pickup truck and the trailer that had kind of dragged around for a while. I got those done. And then I ended up bringing the Tatarin over to save the Scout rather than just recovering and driving it all the way back. So I had the Tatarin doing a bunch of exploring. It opened up one more watchtower. And then I thought I spied a spot where you might be able to ford the river to get over to that other side of the dam. It would just involve driving all the way around the map to get to it. So I reached a point where I was about 150 yards shy of where I needed to get to hit the watchtower to open up the rest of the map, and that truck ran out of fuel. So now I got no fuel, I think, on the entire map. It's a big mess over there. This map is a mess. That is where I've ended up leaving it. The Scout actually did a whole bunch of driving around. It's at this gorgeous gazebo up on a little mountaintop spring. I think it's supposed to be kind of reminiscent of the Tree of Life along the Washington coast. I think it's supposed to represent that, except that it sits in the middle of a lake on top of a mountain instead of in a gap in the hillside along the coast, because they named it kind of the same. So I've got the Scout parked over there. It might still have some gas in it, maybe. There's a work trailer that was free. I got to steal it, that was actually at the top of the dam. I've already sucked that bad boy dry for gas, and then the Tatarin ran out, so there may be a little recovery. Aren't flip trucks the point of this game? You are damn right they are, so that's where we got. The last note, before I actually maybe play a video game on the video game stream here, our good buddy Dan Servo will not be streaming today because his/our good buddy Jason Bullman is celebrating his birthday today, and Dan is being dragged off for actual meat space celebrations. Well, yeah. What it happens when everybody plays. So Dan will not be streaming today, which is a huge bummer, but he is expected to be on Saturday and Sunday. I was questionable for today because Master Jedi has plans. The original plan ended with me only going past 5 o'clock if I was going to be raiding Dan, and I needed to give him those extra few minutes before a big beautiful face cam came up. Since that is not the case, I may actually have to shut down a couple of minutes before 5 o'clock Pacific time today and get the hell out of here. And then on Saturday, we are booked from before the sun comes up until after the sun goes down. I have tried to squeeze my 15-minute window to go to Free RPG Day over at our good friends, formerly Rainy Day Games, now Guardian Games Aloha. It's not Aloha. Someone can tell me why, but I don't know. I'm going to try to get that squeezed in. And then technically 2:30 to maybe as much as 4:30, maybe, I might have available. So I might be able to squeeze in a short stream. Chances are better, though, that Sea of Saturdays and our return to the Adventures of Elliot, which is why I haven't played a whole lot of SnowRunner in the last week, may end up become the Sea of Sundays. I'll try to catch it up there. Your FLG has closed like forever. That's what happens, I guess. But yeah, mine got bought out by Guardian Games from downtown Portland. So they're participating. Actually, my FLGS was owned by one of the two guys that is Free RPG Day. So Free RPG Day was awesome at Rainy Day Games. But then he sold Rainy Day Games so he could do Free RPG full time. And the company that bought it started scaling things back a little bit. And then starting last year, they don't start Free RPG Day when they first opened the store. I made that mistake. Showed up when they opened at 10, bought my things so I could take extra stuff, because that's the other thing they implemented, is you get one item, but if you buy something, you get two, which is kind of not the point of FLG, of Free RPG Day, but whatever that may be. So I showed up, I bought my thing, and they said, oh no, you can't actually take anything for another 2 hours. So Master Jedi and I had to leave and then came back with our receipt later. Was not happy with that interaction. It wasn't very cool, but this year I'm planning for it. So I'm going to try to sneak in right at noon, buy my thing, get my 2 Paizo books, and then I've got my eye on there's an Arkham Horror RPG little mini scenario, and then because there are two of us going, we're each going to buy a thing. We're each going to get 2 things, which means I'm getting all 4 things. I'm going to pick the 4th thing live when we get there. So I got that planned. Shouldn't take more than about 15, maybe 20 minutes. But also, all of my good friends at that store have ended up leaving because they do not like the new management, which is hardly a shock to me. I feel that way a lot about a lot of things in my life. But now when I show up, I know 2 people, and we're cordial, and we wave and say hi, and I share a name with one of them, and that's the only reason I know his name. I don't know the other one really. So it's almost kind of a bummer, but I'm going to try to get that done. Try to get all 4 of the books that I'm really interested in, and then get the hell out. And then if I can stream, great. If not, then it's going to be a Sunday catch-up if that works out. And then 4th of July weekend, we're going to Canada. You wouldn't know it. So there will definitely not be a Sea of Saturdays on the 4th. I think it's actually the 4th. Yeah, it's actually on the 4th. So we're skipping that one, but there should be a stream on the 2nd. Yeah, okay, that is how we're going. My Sunday might actually be clear, so that's probably where we're going to end up with that. Okay, that gets me covered. Bust my ass yesterday to get work done, so today I got to cruise once I got to about 1:45. So that gave me the full hour to get this set up so I could start it right at 3. And then tomorrow might turn into a lazy I'm not doing nothing day. I could have a surprise stream then. That's an interesting choice. I just looked it up. The only game shop left in the area is one that had a really bad reputation. Then you won't shop it. Yeah, that comes up a lot. The good news I have is that there actually is another game store. We have a live streak. Congratulations. So yeah, there is another game store that's actually just a little farther up the highway from former Rainy Day out in Hillsborough. So I could go to that one if I needed to as a backup. I don't want to bother driving all the way downtown to hit one of those, especially because the one downtown is the one that now owns the one closer to me. So whatever their weird rules are, they're going to be the same weird rules down there. Though technically, if they were to try to mess with me, I could go pick up a second set of something. But I'm not going to worry about that. Don't worry about it. The one thing I'm really going to miss out on is the special pre-release 13 Omens that's only available to Gen Con, because I'm not going to Gen Con this year. I think at this point, even if I wanted to, it's too late to get a badge for it. I know it's too late to get a room for it. So it'd be like fly in the morning, take my badge to go pick up I presume, free book, and then go back to the airport. And I'm not even going to do that. Bardic, we need to lean on Dan to score us a couple of those. That's what we need to do. We'll go do that. Hang on, that needs me to click a button. Okay, everybody, I saved the stream. I clicked the button. We're good to go. Yeah. Rather than trying to hit up Jason Bullman directly, we'll go through Dan, use him as our intermediary to get free stuff. Love that free stuff. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to flip over to this scene. Boom! We're going to play a dumb old guy. I've left the game description up there. It doesn't hurt anything. It's holding space for the Bird Buddy, which is on its way back. Master Jedi has received an expansion pack for the Bird Buddy. It gives you it's a little saucer attachment that goes on one side that, among other things, it helps the birds kind of stay in front of the camera instead of scooching off to the side. It can either hold a water bottle or a little set of forks that'll hold a fresh cut piece of fruit, or I think there's a third one that holds like a little hunk of suet or something. So you can add some extra option that both brings in more birds in theory and also keeps them in front of the camera better. She was going to set it up to do the fruit spike thing, but it has been just shy of triple digits here. Monday through Wednesday. Today, I think the high is nice, 69. So today wasn't so bad, but she had started to shift her plans from the fruit spike to the water bottle. These are official ASL symbols for those things, by the way. So it isn't back out yet, but it is coming back soon. It will not make it back by this weekend because we have too much crap going on between now and this weekend. It will be gone the weekend of the 4th, so maybe Sea of Saturdays on the 11th. We might finally get it back. Yeah, 89 is gross. That's too hot. It's not terrible. It's still too hot, especially for up here. So yes, it was Bird Buddy DLC. It is officially made by the Bird Buddy company. I think they're called Bird Buddy. I didn't pay that much attention. There are a ton of third-party scammers that make this will fit your Bird Buddy thing that don't fit very well and everything. So this is official first-party materials. 70% humidity. Living in Nebraska with 115 degree temperature and 95% humidity. That was death warmed over, double warmed. Hey, let me get the hell out of this menu. So here I am. I'm in my truck. You will notice that I am 0 out of 300 liters in the tank. All of the gas cans on top are gone. I do have my spare tire just in case. I needed to get, I think I'm literally pointed straight at it. You can't quite make it out here, but if you go past this windmill and down the little hill right in that little valley, that's where the spot is that I needed to get to. Yeah, just right here, this minding the fish. That's as far as I needed to get, but I couldn't make it. I did discover there's an upgrade over here, though. And where'd the rest? Oh, here's the rest of the map. So right in here, like right in this middle of the parking lot, that's where you needed to get to hit the last blue circle from where I had the scout parked. It actually flipped right here in this little crevasse. So I pulled it up to the top. You drive around to right here, and all of this construction has completely blocked it off. It is so blocked off, I couldn't even make the Tataran clamber over it, and usually the Tataran will go over anything. So the only ways to get there are to complete so many work missions that you finally get eligible to fix this, which is going to take time. Or right over here, this might be a little stream ford, because you can see that little bit of road that pokes into the water there. And there's a little bit of road that kind of gets lost in the rocks over here. So this might be passable. And then you can haul butt all the way around to the dam facility and do that. But that is a ton of work. And then there's this one other mission. This is where you need to deliver the pickup truck to, as a matter of fact. So I definitely can't get there from here. So I left the pickup truck parked. Oh yeah, right here in this bend. You can see it with the little blue roof right there. So the pickup truck is parked. That one's going to be a while. Oh, I got to put old man glasses back on here. 78 and cloudy in super secret Idaho. Well, it's not that super. Maybe you could take the spare tire, run on it like a circus performer to the gas station. See, if you could get out and walk in this game, it would change things dramatically. But the only way you actually get other trucks to even move is to either have someone come in and play multiplayer, or I found the fun way that the VR version, which is technically Mud Runner VR as opposed to Snow Runner, they actually AI animate a few of the trucks. But they haven't done it in the mainline game for whatever rationale. So yeah, I'm parked over here. I was going to try to take a shortcut right across the top here to save that tiny extra bit of gas, but I didn't even have that much of a tiny left. So to complete minding the fish. Oh, no, I needed to get to minding the fish just to activate it on my task list. Well, let's see. Did I actually get to the last of the watchtowers then? I did. Oh, okay. Well, that changes my outlook a little bit then. So I've got all the watchtowers open across all 3 maps. So now we can see almost everything. There's a couple of spots, like back here in this corner. There's somewhere I need to go. There's an abandoned house, I guess, over there. So this big corner doesn't have visibility from a watchtower, so I'll have to actually drive over there to see stuff later, but we'll deal with that on an as-needed basis. There is the large Service Scout trailer that I was allowed to steal and use for my own nefarious ends. I drank all of its gas, and I used a whole bunch of its repair points, actually. So it's served a good life. I have it parked it there so I can drive it back and sell it now. I just have to drive it back over here to this gateway. There is a second gateway around here someplace. But I think it's one of those that I may have to do a repair job on it before it actually activates. Or maybe it's sitting out here in one of these corners someplace. I don't remember where it ends up. So, okay, not going to worry about that right now. Vibing by the river is another task I need to get activated, but I actually have to be able to get over there first. So mission number 1 here is get some more go-go juice to this side of the map. So, oh hey, let's go take a look at the Scout. It's parked up here at this gorgeous lake with a great big tree of life out there in the middle of the lake. I don't think you're supposed to be able to actually drive to it, but that does look to me like you could drive on that rock and get out there and cause mayhem. But I don't know that I need to cause mayhem just yet. So this is where they wanted that trailer delivered, so I've done that. Ooh, okay, I mapped my extra buttons so that I can honk my horn the easy way. How am I on fuel? 55 liters. Plus I still have some on the roof rack. Oh man, I'm doing way better than I thought I was at this stage. Okay, how the hell do we get out of here then? Let's clear all that. There is. Oh wow, there's a lot of space out here for driving. I should save that for later. What I should do right now is return to the trailer that I want to take back and sell, and then drive back over here with an additional fuel source. This is a messy spot right here. The Tataran could clamber over those rocks across the road, but the Scout will not. It looks like it may be designed so that I can skirt around that way to get back to the main pavement. That, or I'm supposed to drop out and loop around this way, but I'm a little wary of that because I don't know where it has been. And that, I don't even have the ability to rebuild that bridge yet. Oh, everything here is complicated at this stage. So maybe I actually do want to come down here. I don't have the equipment to collect those drilling parts yet, so I gotta skip that for now. So I gotta drive around here, pick this bad boy up, and then I can just follow the pavement all the way back around. There's a shortcut here. It gets a little muddy. It's going to burn extra fuel, but if I've still got some on the roof, that may be doable. All right. No more talking. Definitely no more thinking. We're just driving. Yeah, you could definitely get a truck out there to that little island if you really wanted to cause trouble. I don't have a need to cause trouble. Not that trouble, not at the moment, so I'm going to ignore it. That is an easy way down to that other road, but I am going to maintain my focus. We all know it's not going to last long, but I'm focused for right now. Oh, hang on, let me get my feet wet here. I have played quite a bit of the living snot out of the Adventures of Elliot since Saturday's stream. I've definitely done way more than I should to continue to be a responsible streamer, but irresponsible is my middle name. I made a lot of discoveries about the demo I played versus the official demo that they only released a month ago. I understand fully now why mine, the progress didn't/couldn't carry over. It was built kind of as a hodgepodge of different set pieces from various different points in time You know, it's a time travel game. They're pretty clear about that from the beginning. But I did note that in the demo that I played, it ends with you defeating this giant frog boss demon guy that appeared. Oh, you no. Reverse. Well, I haven't flipped yet, so I'm going to aim for this tree down here, so I have something I can winch to if I do. And the flowers are still standing. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, it ends with you defeating this giant frog boss who sends water spouts and death bubbles and floating lily pads and all kinds of crap at you. And then behind him, you find a doorway that I now recognize as being one of the doorways in time. But in the main game, you've already had to go through a doorway in time to get to this other boss. And behind him, there's just a little passageway that leads to a chest that has something that you need in order to progress the story. And then you just leave his little swampy boss area, and that's it. So they totally changed that around on me. And then the way you get your various items of equipment and all kinds of stuff is very different in this new progression. So the original demo I played was the Switch 2 exclusive demo, and it was definitely built so that they could gather feedback on what kind of crazy stuff people would do in the demo that might inform how they kind of put the release version of the game together. And then I did not follow along with that when they released I knew that they've released an updated demo. I didn't bother with it because I figured, well, if it's an updated tech but the story is going to be the same, then I'm not going to bother with that. This is going to get messy, everyone. I'm definitely in skate punk territory here. Well, no, well. Okay, now I've stalled the engine and I haven't even turned it upside down or anything. Okay, well, no. Okay, keep pulling. Am I just going to pull myself off the rock? I don't think that's how this is supposed to go. Well, crap. Yeah, I didn't think you really... I wasn't positive whether you were supposed to go this way. I didn't really think about it at all is the problem, I guess. Let me get a BBL here. Nope, nope, not going to lift any farther. But will that get my side? Yeah, okay, that gets my side panel closer, so let's try it this way now. Well, okay. Don't try this at home, kids. Oh, keep struggling. Keep struggling. That is exactly the way I drew that up. Just like that. No, I will not be taking questions at this time. Also, I'm just now remembering I didn't even want to go this way. I wanted to take the route down at the bottom after all. Yeah, that's how things go here now. Oh, you're on the cusp of finishing Elliot. Utter Ridiculousness is my other middle name. I have so many middle names. Yeah, the only important part is that I did it. It doesn't matter that I did it for the wrong reasons, or that I didn't even want to do it, just that I done did it. Although if there's a really important lesson to have learned from this, it's that I probably just wasted a ton of extra gas doing it. Let's get the nose pointed back down there. So if I'd actually bothered to follow the blue things I laid out, I would have known that I'm not supposed to be going this way, but here I am. You can't tell me what to or to not to do. To? Okay, everybody get straightened out here. There we go. It's just like nothing happened. This was the plan the whole time.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Why did it have to be snakes? See, there's another fuel thing, but that one belongs to a mission, so I can't steal it. Welcome in, old bacon face. You have not missed snow, because there has been no snow. My deepest regrets and apologies once more. But you have missed the utter ridiculousness, so you'll have to go to the VOD for that. It was a lot of effort to finally get someplace that it turns out I didn't want to go. And I knew I didn't want to go there. I just forgot that I didn't. Or I forgot that I knew that I didn't want to go there. So, you know, it's how it goes. It's how it goes. Okay, you bring up an interesting point. I don't think I started the drop machine, or the jump machine. I think only the drop is running today. Just because everything else is so hard to keep track of. But I can go fix that. That one at least I can do something about. There's one of those boxes of tools that I need to pick up and carry around for somebody, but this truck can't do it. I can't even lasso it and drag it along behind me, which is a damn shame. See, you just had to push it, didn't you? Not like Nico, though. I would have to curse Nico's name. Well, okay, I just did anyway, I guess, but he likes it. Let me get... if I can... Wow, there's a lot of mud. There's so much mud in this game about mud and snow. The other thing the Switch version of Season 18 not releasing for another month buys me is that a little bit of extra time to get a little closer to at least starting Season 17 before 18 is out on this box. We'll see how it goes. The Mercedes trucks would be kind of nice because they're pretty good trucks. And since that is a pay-to-win DLC, I could use those right away on this map. I don't like skipping ahead on seasons, but I got no problem with the pay-to-play stuff.
If you think about it, in many regards, mud is nature's snow.
Mud is just the snow that is melted on the dirt a lot, even if it wasn't frozen to begin with. It's warm snow. Not to be confused with yellow snow. That is something very different. That wasn't too awful bad. I'm definitely getting low on fuel, but I believe I still have more than 72 liters on the roof. So a full tank, even after wasting a bunch of it earlier, should still be enough to get me and that trailer back home. Save a little bit of fuel economy by avoiding some of this mud. Oh, that wasn't tough mud. Now I'm flying. Oh, nope. Don't hit that. Okay. So I don't remember if I did it as part of last week's stream or not, but I did repair the fallen power line, and I cleared a bunch of other roadblocks. So the paved system is actually... Oh, no. I read that trailer wrong through the trees. The tongue actually is facing the direction I want to go here. So the pavement's pretty clear the whole way. It's just a longer drive. Attach up. Now that I got this menu open, yeah, I've already drained it dry. But refuel and we're moving. Have the updated fuel prices in light of circumstances? You know what? They may well have. Honestly, they may have. But I'm playing in normal mode where gas is free. So, you know, who cares? In hard mode, it is not free. And I think they... Not on a live tracking situation, but I think when they do patches, they actually do kind of tweak prices around a little bit. So much gas just lying around on my roof that I'm going to go ahead and waste a bunch of it driving through mud instead of sticking to the pavement. Because that is the way that I have chosen to roll. Also going to choose to kind of roll around some of the pavement sometimes when I can. Sorry, tree. Luckily, there's no rule that says you have to stay inside the lines here, so I don't a lot. Sometimes in SnowRunner, the lines are a trap. I have to churn my way across the lines here, though, and over this tree. Now we're not turning anymore, so we're just going straight through. We're fighting it. Keep turning. Got the wheel cranked all the way over there. Grab a hold of them reeds. Oh, it broke the reeds. That's new. Piece of cake. While I'm now in a stable position, let me bring up the jumper. Which piece? I want to do this one first. Ta-da. Okay, we are authenticated with Twitch. Jump is live. It just means I need to come back over here, refresh my browser source, and then let's throw a burger up. Boom, fixed. Well, started at least. I'm looking into the most convenient way to build a little scriptlet that will run all of these processes in an appropriate manner. That's the hard part, with a single call instead of having to go manually launch a bunch of stuff. The whole point in having a computer is to not have to do everything manually. And cat videos, that's the other thing these are for. That's the thing that's killing me in Elliot right now, is all of a sudden it's my job to collect all of the cats in the kingdom across all times. Absolute BS. And I have to feed them stuff. Luckily, I've run out of food, and I have no idea where to get more, so I don't think I have to do that anymore. But it's really gross. Did that give you... Okay, I see. I see 2 dithered jumps down there at the bottom. I still don't know what Nico was doing that was making him ignore him entirely, though it was funny enough I was okay with it. Hey everybody, welcome to the show, Coffee Monkey. Since it's cooled off today, it's not too hot for Coffee Monkey. The little crack down Coffee Monkey's side is very slowly but surely... Well, it's already running from the top to bottom of the mug, but it hasn't made its way all the way through the mug yet. So it's still watertight for the time being, but the day is coming. The day is coming that Mama Jedi's Coffee Monkey mug is going to become commemorative only. But I've got the backup mug. The backup to be functional mug ready to go, and then we'll put this one in a shadow box or something for posterity. And I do have a couple of extra mugs that I bought along with some of the Bones coffee that need to get into rotation on the stream. It's just with everything else, man. I barely remember to do what again? But yeah, I need to get some of the other mugs going in rotation. And then, have some sort of dumb redeem for making me change mugs. I'm just not exactly sure how that would work midstream, because pouring coffee from one mug into another is going to be a mess, which is what would make it a popular redeem. I'll give it that much, but I can't do that on Butter Couch. Is the backup mug the backup mug I actually found, of all places, Walgreens had the Coffee Monkey originally came in a hot cocoa set with all of this extra hot cocoa related crap packed around it in the packaging. I actually found one at Walgreens, and I thought, holy crap, that's Coffee Monkey. So I bought one just in case Coffee Monkey ever sprung a leak, and by God, Coffee Monkey is working on springing a leak, so that is a backup. Darth Mug is around for hosting the good stuff when that actually happens. It's somewhat a rarity, because typically the good stuff has already been consumed by usually noon at the latest, sometimes a little later than that. If we can manage to get up a little late on the weekend, then it lasts until Sea of Saturday's stream time, but I don't know, let's be honest. When's the last time I managed to sleep any later than about 7:30 as an indulgent late sleep-in? I mean, we came back from Europe, and I was getting up at 5, and then it never really seemed to snap back after that, so I'm still getting up at 6. Used to be able to sleep till 6:30 at least, but that's over now too, I guess. This is my life now. I get up stupid early. I start work a little early, so sometimes I bail out a little early, so at least I'm paying myself for it. And then I'm still not exactly certain what the management hierarchy org chart really looks like. And the woman who's kind of my boss now, but she's not even sure, is kind of rolling with it. But yeah, she is super down with it. Yeah, if you got something else to do somewhere else, just do it. Screw this place. She doesn't actually say screw this place, but it's what she means. You can read it in her eyes. I'm very happy to have her as my boss because she's pretty laid back. Just communicate and you get good things happening. That seems to be the problem everywhere, but especially in our group. Did they play the final countdown when you saw Oirip? Yes. Yes, they did. Hey, there's my logging truck, everybody. I don't want to go logging yet. Logging's not going to happen today. That's an instant veto. But I am going to go sell this. Ad break. Brace yourselves. Nope, that's the wrong button. I want to hit this button. One of their great quality of life. I'm not going to call it a fix. It was actually an upgrade. It's when you hit the trailer store and you're pulling a trailer, it now automatically moves the trailer that you currently have right to the top of the list so you can immediately sell it. You don't have to search through the list to find it anymore. Makes stuff like this way easier. Step 1. We're going to refuel him the quick and easy way. Step 2, I think we're going to grab a different truck to go get some gas over on that other map. Unless it's hiding tucked away on a corner somewhere. I don't think that other map has a gas station. Or any other actual fuel source. Whereas this bad boy, feast on wheels here, is all about the fuel. I haven't driven anything over to where I staged him up to be able to fuel missions for a while now, so we're going to recall him. He's got the beacons. He's got the horn. Also, I actually remembered to turn the game volume down from the regular Switch setting before starting stream, so I think it may not be trying to drown me out for a change. So that's the one thing I actually remembered today. So we are going to haul ass over here. We are going to go fuel up the Tataran, and we're going to let the Tataran go run its couple of missions. There are the 2 tasks that I discovered by opening up the watchtowers. There is an upgrade that I located by opening up the watchtower. And then there is that one last circle, or I guess it's a blue rounded square, that I need to go touch in order to complete that contract. And honestly, that may be all I'm able to get to today. We'll see how it goes. Master Jedi's here for a visit. She waves. There's one of you she gave the finger to, but I'm not saying. It's Nico. Okay, she wants me to let everyone know that it is not Nico. But you know who you are. I don't actually need I don't need all 10 wheels churning on pavements. We're going to turn that off. I have fuel for days, but let's not totally waste it. One of these seasons, and I think... Is it 14? No, it was season 12. That was the one with the nuclear reactor in North Carolina. The one where I first had the delete my trucks bug. Yeah, that's right. Although it was for a different reason on that one. That was the first time I'd actually staged up a fuel trailer somewhere, and it ran out. I had so much traffic running through there. Ooh, hey, we got... Are you done with work? Oh, okay. I thought, wow, that's wild. You actually finished early. I'm so impressed. Nope, they didn't let her finish early. She just has things to do down here first. But I think that's the only map where I've ever completely run out of fuel in one of my sit here and gas people up tankers. And I drained that big tank twice. That was a big, meaty map with no fuel available on it whatsoever. And I was having to run a bunch of the really heavy trucks that were very, very thirsty. So now I always plan that way, and it's never actually really been necessary. But it helps save a bunch of long drives like this every once in a while, if someone can fuel up on the other map. I like to keep it somewhere mid-traffic when I can, but if it's not, that's fine. If someone runs out, then this truck can refuel off of itself and then go find them, kind of like we're doing now. And if it turns out these two maps are going to be heavy fuel consumers, I'm going to go buy a second one of these trucks to stage on the other map. Because the other map has a gas station, but it has some pretty remote areas. When you get down in the river and the mud underneath the big suspended train bridge, that's a long ways away from the gas station. This map here has no fuel on it that I have found. And then the starting map that we were just on has the garage where you can get gas. But once you get to the other side of the river there, it's a little inconvenient, so that's why I had this dude parked over on the other side. Actually still daytime, so I'm going to take advantage of the view. Now, I do not want to turn around and immediately drive back the way I had just come from, because that's not where we want to go. There's a bunch of trailers in there. They're going to want deliveries to places, but we're not ready for that yet. I did experiment. I discovered the Tataran would drive down this little rock wall over to here, down this little rock gully, and then it would rock up at a 45-degree angle to drive through the pond to get out to the logging station. This big 10-wheeler isn't going to do that. But also, I don't need to go to the logging station. I need to come over here, because this is where the Tataran is. And really, you know what, I'm going to add this. He can come over here, activate that task. He's not going to do it. That's okay. This is a SnowRunner. I'd love to do it. Just not right now. He's going to fuel up the Tataran. The Tataran is then going to be very exciting driving over here to grab the upgrade. And then it is going to backpedal its way over here to see if it can get across the river. That's possibly even more exciting because the amphibious vehicle in this game is afraid of water. Okay, we have our mission set out. Activate a task, fuel up the Tataran, go grab an upgrade, figure out if we can ford the river. That will allow us to activate the second task, and then go drive through the blue square to actually complete one mission for the day. And I'm willing to acknowledge that that is probably going to be the extent of my progress. Could probably get that finished before 5, but I will definitely not have the time available to finish a second mission before I had to sign out. I did note that our other friend, Roaming Mirk, he is up and streaming. He got started about an hour before me, so he might still be streaming at 5. So if he's still going, we'll go raid him. He is playing every RPG released for the PlayStation 1 in chronological order and ranking them as he goes. I think he's up to like number, I'm just going to be rough semantic memory. He's at like number 37 out of 95, something like that right now. So he's got years of content ahead of him. All of a sudden it made me curious if he actually has discs for all of these games or if he's playing like ROMs or something. I'd ask him, but I don't care. Doesn't matter. The fact is, he's playing them, and that's fun. Well, I have not fixed that fallen tower yet. Apparently, I need to do a bunch of other stuff before I can get to that one. So I'm glad I took the muddy cutoff with the scout then, because I actually don't have it open all the way around yet here. I should go preview some of my contracts to see where that repair comes up and maybe start working toward that. Once upon a time, my SOP was to get in, step 1, run around with a scout and open all the watchtowers to open up the map as much as possible. Step 2, run around and do all the infrastructure repairs. And then step 3, start working on tasks, and then 4, contracts. But there came a season midway along somewhere where all of a sudden some of the infrastructure repair was no longer just sitting there on the side of the road waiting for you to come along and activate the task. It actually got turned into explicit contracts that were then locked by other tasks or contracts or things. So you couldn't open them right away, and then things started getting a little murky. And then I came close to just throwing my order out the window. Watchtowers have always been toward the top of the list. But even in this season here, I got a few open, and then I started seeing some repair work that I could do, so I started working on that, and then I would kind of bounce back and forth between repairs and watchtowers, and then really easy missions that would happen to pop up, and junk like that. So I need more discipline. I won't get it, and that's all I got to say about that. This should already be available. Yes, that's a task that is already going. Excuse me, you shouldn't have parked there in front of your own house. This is a new one. Minding the fish. Ah, good thing you happened by. Could you drive to the fish farm to the east of here and bring us the special pool cleaning equipment? As well as a couple of barrels of cleaning solution. Oh, God. The people there will be expecting you. I would absolutely love to, just not right now. That activated 2 drop-off points. Kind of implying I'm supposed to do 2 separate things. I don't want to do that. This is the second stupid contest. I already saw what it was, but this is a panic drive. This truck ain't doing a panic drive. The Tataran actually might. The Tataran, for being a slow 8-wheel vehicle, because it doesn't slow down for anything other than itself, it actually does really well on those timed missions most of the time. Some of them, though, are absolutely built for speed, and the Tataran is not that. No, gotta go the other way around. Source. There it is. Glug, 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 glug. Wrong one. It is fully refueled. I'm going to refuel myself while I'm sitting here. Now I'm going to pull gently out of the way. And we're going to park up. I'm leaving him right here, so that after running out that way to go pick up the upgrade, I got to go back that way, and I got to try to ford the river. It might be where that tree on the little island is, maybe. In the event the water's too deep to get this dude through, I'm going to bring in the fuel truck to drag this one through the water with its engine off, and then let it continue on from there. So I'm going to leave the gas truck pointed in the right direction. I want to... I think I'm supposed to go there, and then I cut up here, There's some sort of vague road-like thing that goes to that house, and Bob will therefore be my uncle. Oh yeah, this is a much... Ooh, yeah, this looks much better over here once you made the turn around and trying to go straight up the Bear Rock. I also did a lot of damage to this vehicle, accidentally smacking it with rocks and things. This dude cannot get to his own house with his logs down like that. I bet that turns into a mission a little bit later. Oh, I see the yellow square over there already. And, oh, this is definitely passable. Nico! Nico has arrived. Nico gets the proper shout-out graphic. God damn it, Nico, I'm driving. I can't drink at a time like this. Oh, besides, I get an upgrade. I rescued the Billart. I've been waiting for this one with the raised suspension. We're taking it. Also, I gave a free hydration earlier, but Nico's paid for this one. Congratulations, Nico. Also, I started it late, but Jump is up and running. And I've got all that logging added just for you, Nico.
Star Fox looks weird.
My Star Fox isn't coming until tomorrow. I've also heard that you can play the entire game in under 2 hours, if you're even remotely competent, which means it'll be about 5 for me. But it's designed around replayables. There's branching story missions, so I'll at least get some work out of it. But the demo looked really pretty. Thank you, Nenko. Master Jedi also sends her thanks. She also wanted to be explicit that the middle finger that she gave to somebody earlier was not for you. Ooh, is there a yurt up there? I love that they paint the upgrade logo on top of the little burned out car that they always set right next to where the upgrades live. Picked up Star Fox earlier today too. Won't let yourself play until you're done. Oh, okay. I will definitely play it right. Oh, that's sweet. There's yurts up here. If you would like, I can arrange to have another, like, 4-stream photo session of all of the yurt camping that we have done. I'm not going to. It's an empty threat.
It might not be for me, but I'll take it and welcome.
You want a middle finger? I'll give you one. I'll give you 2. I'd give you 3, but I'm not that dexterous with my toes. All right, let's get the hell out of here. So yes, my Star Fox. Oh, hey, you're in a great position then to confirm.
They're
Nico.
gonna yurt us.
You're gonna yurt us. Yes. Well, no, it was an empty threat. I'm not really going to. No one cares. I don't actually have 8 hours worth of photos anyway. I've probably got 3 photos, not hours, just photos. But Nico, that is an actual game on cartridge. It's not some stupid key card, is it? That's kind of been my hope. I bought that one physical, just on the assumption that as a Nintendo first party, it's going to be on cart. Okay, actual cart. Good. I didn't see anything that indicated it wasn't. What is it? Was it Pocopia that actually wasn't? I've already forgotten, but they did just release one that wasn't, and it was the only one I think that they have done that way. And it has stirred anger in the community.
Yes, actual cartridge and no skeleton cartridge.
It's a skelly cart. What? Touch that? That's just stealing somebody's front porch, right? Yeah, wooden planks. Oh yeah, there's this curtain side. I don't know where it goes, but it must be attached to that mission. This mission, I'm sure I've already activated. I'm going to double check it. Back to the construction site. Ooh, let's get a preview. It wants to go over there. I'm way over here. Does it do me any good to drag it anywhere? Only if the dam was actually fixed. The dam isn't fixed. I wonder, you may not be able to even fix the dam until this thing is delivered. I probably want to take it out the other way, though. Because if I can cross the river up here... Yeah, right. Is that it? Yeah, if I can cross the river there... That doesn't help anybody to move it anywhere. So I tell you what. It's bright and it's shiny. And I'm going to do my best to not screw everything up. I am going to push it a little bit. That's okay. Focus. Going to focus. There's another box of those tools that need to be delivered somewhere, but this truck also cannot do anything with it. Checking view levels. I think I turned the game volume down just enough, but it's not going to be terrible. But it might be. Nico will let me know. Yeah, this dude just drove the other direction out this. Just to run out of gas. 150 yards shy of its target. Does mean I can get back to where intended to cross the river.
The game volume is set just right.
Perfect. Exclamation perfect. Oh, hey, I'm almost where I want to go. Let me mark it there. Got 178 meters to go. There's another. Ooh, there's a green box. Definitely got to go click the green box. Love clicking green boxes. Adventures of Elliot. I have now turned up. Oh, it's the best treasure of all. I've turned up, I believe, all of the possible weapons now. I have found upgraded versions of several of the weapons, which didn't exist in the demo that I played, so that was a fun new discovery. I found a thing that's supposed to help me find cats. And I struggled so hard to understand how in the hell am I supposed to use this thing that I had to go Google, how in the hell do I use this thing? And the answer is, oh, there's another thing that you need to get separately that actually uses this thing to help you find the cats. I thought, well, great, they couldn't have bothered mentioning that, I guess. That looks deep over there. I don't want to go over there. That looks scary. I don't think I can fit through there, so let's see if I can go around this side. Just arrived in the age of magic, and I have been told of the thing that the Google told me I need to have. I do not have it. That does not look... That also does not look safe. Am I actually supposed to drive between the posts back over here? I mean, there were posts that looks like they should be good things, but obviously now that I really need the daylight, now the sun has gone down. It was just nice for scenery purposes earlier. Yeah, it looks a little deep, unless I'm supposed to pop it up on 4 wheels over here instead of my 8. I don't know, screw it, let's see if I can do it. Be gentle. Be gentle. Not on the table, Rocky. Oh no, I thought, which way is that trailer supposed to go? That's someone's like mobile home trailer. That's not a viable thing to tow, so I don't have to worry about winching it up and dragging it around to get it out of the middle of this river. Oops, I didn't. This is a little wedgy. This is a little tight. It's a little tight. I wanted to go 4-wheeling instead of 8-wheeling. Oh, don't get stuck now. Oh, okay, I'm wiggling, but I stopped giving it gas. That's why it stopped going anymore. Okay, we're good. I know, live stream wedgies. Normally you have to pay for this kind of content. There we go. Nice and smooth. Everyone, be cool. Be cool. You were not cool. Now I've run out of places over here to winch to. Oh, damn it. No. Okay. I have a place there that I can winch to at least. I want to winch from as bottom as I can. Son of a bitch. No. Oh, okay, that's there. Hang on. Nope, that one can't do it. That one can, but that's a little bitty tree. That's not going to hold me. If I lean it my way, can this thing... No, I can't see it. Screw it. You're just coming out. Bump, 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 bump. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, go back. Get out of the screen. I need you to actually turn your wheels, man. If you actually turn your wheel... Oh, damn it. And then if you actually turn your wheels, there's a chance. I'm saying there's a chance. I was saying it. Now I'm not. Just 2 trees right there. They're so close. What the hell are you supposed to take to get over here? Okay, well, we knew this was a possibility. That's why we left this guy parked facing this direction. Beacons are on, so we are safe. Let's go. I only need to get close enough that I can grab its butt with the winch and pull it back. I don't really have to go in and push it forward any. Also, if this is happening, he's going to eventually want to be driving around anyway. I didn't mean to honk, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm lined up poorly. There we go. Alright, grab a hold of that trailer. You're coming with me. Not very well, but you're coming with me. Still don't have... Oh, be careful. Still don't have the ability to pick up those boxes of tools, so they can just sit there and be wet. Oh, we are rumbling, stumbling, bumbling. I'm definitely down for some multiplayer Star Fox and some multiplayer Splatoon Raiders when that comes out next month. Month late patch for this game where they're enabling the cross-platform saves again. I believe there was also the implication in there that cross-platform play was also part of the package. So, not that I typically did much co-op play in this game, it at least becomes a possibility again. Minimize the amount of time we're wasting in the mud. Cut over here to the hillside. The front wheels aren't grabbing very well. Okay, nothing's grabbing very well. We are low in the power curve. Almost like a gas tanker isn't designed for this kind of tomfoolery. Downshift. I can get the diff lock engaged, that should help. I wonder if that trailer is built really heavy. I wonder if that's what's really slowing me down here. Yeah, we're back up and cooking. Let's set that down there for the moment. Now that I've got something with a snorkel, let's go take a look at what it's actually like over here. This might actually be drivable for this deeper truck. Where does that actually want to go? It does want to end up on the other side. I don't know. That's a trailer out in the middle. Oh, is that passable? Oh, if that's passable, that changes a lot of things. Okay, hang on. I knew I couldn't avoid the sparkly shinies for very long. Let's go grab that trailer. Because if there's the double secret Ford available, then I can actually get this trailer dragged to the other side. If that unlocks fix the dam early, I am all in favor of that. Fix it as damn early as possible. Did you hear what I did there? Nailed it. Okay, back with me. Now we'll discover that this trailer is actually so heavy that it's going to inhibit everything. But wouldn't be the first time. Let's just go. Straight to low gear, diff lock on. Snorkel above water. I had assumed that's what the... Oh. I had assumed that's what those tall snow poles were for. Okay, that absolutely would have drowned out the Tataran. Oops, let's put it into reverse. We're going to keep all of the extra gearing in place here. Trying to get it to turn a little bit, but obviously it doesn't want to. The trailer is very disturbed by all of this. Oh, I'm so close. Nope. I still have to figure out how the hell to get out of the water. I guess I should probably do that first. Kind of looks like maybe I'm supposed to target right there. There. There's a pole. The pole implies safety. Safety is a lie, but it implies it. Oops, I gotta go. I'm actually doing some manually gearing here, so I gotta do the shifting to get to reverse. Oh yeah, if I'm looking down on it, I can see where I'm supposed to be aiming for things. Okay, we're going to get you out of the water. I'm going to detach the trailer. I want to get turned around, because I'm going to go nose in this time. So I got to grab that Tataran the really hard way. This may get awkward for this trailer. Oh no, it may just not work for me. Climb that rock. There you go. Do me a favor and leave the trailer there. Ah, there we go. I managed to get out of that. Stay away from the deep hole. Come up this way. There we go. Now we got our headlights on it. We're pointed straight at it. Water level's a little dangerous, but that's okay. Danger is our middle name. We've already covered that. I'm now swimming upstream, so it's a little slow going. Did I get it? I think I got it. There we go. No, water can't damage the truck if it's not running. That's not how this game works.
Below danger Jedi 70.
That's exactly it. No, water can't damage the truck. I forbid it. I'm going to reel it in a little bit as I drive up closer again. Now, let's see if it'll allow me to pivot my butt so I can back up right in front of the trailer. We're not doing the whole butt pivot thing very well. I want to point that out. Also, I'm now getting overrun. I gotta let go of him. Nope, now he's the current. The current is causing issues. Bad current. I'm gonna need you to stop that now. Nope. Oddly enough, winching to the trailer isn't enough to save anybody's bacon. Oh.
I've seen this news segment before. The truck doesn't make it and causes an ecological disaster as it breaks open, spilling gasoline into the environment.
Well, that's not my problem. I'm leaning just enough sideways that I am now taking damage, so... Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and see if we've gotten close enough to, say, this rock right here, to stand ourselves back upright. I'm winching and it's not even moving. It's not doing nothing. Nothing but heartbreak. I mean, there's no way this does me anything good, right? No, that just pulls that into the river. That's not going to do anybody any good. I'm at least close enough.
Spoilers, Bardic.
Oh, there's a little shift. There's a little shimmy. Oh, that gas truck is doomed, isn't it? If I can get the Tataran unstuck, I can get the gas truck out. We are playing fast and loose with the ifs here, though. This is actually a decent view right here for this, but not enough to get me fixed. 5-winch. Butt to nose? Okay, well that buys me something? No. It gives me a good starting pivot. What happens if I try going back this direction now? I mean, who doesn't enjoy a good truck graveyard? But this is just being difficult. I would like to thank SnowRunner for at least bringing the sun back out for me. That's taking so much engine
Now that
damage
the sun
now.
is up, this river looks like a truck graveyard.
It does, doesn't it? It was a haunted graveyard before. Now it's haunted by trucks. Okay, give me a nice, good butt pivot here. Oh, almost unintentionally trying to fix the drowned truck. And what's going to happen is I'm finally going to get myself free here, and then the gas truck is just going to sail down the river. Let's have you go back this way. And do another butt pivot. I mean, I do love a good butt pivot. It's right there in my profile data. But my nose is so wedged up. It is kind of hard to turn this truck back on its wheels. It always has been because it doesn't have winch points right in the middle. It has them at the front. Right up there over the front axle instead of in the middle. Can I get pivot? I can pull it over into the water, but I can't actually get any extra pivot out of it. Ooh, what's that up there? Oh, didn't matter. It didn't last long. Nope, that's actually still not helping. Imagine that. Let's connect to you. Well, there's a pivot, but I don't think it's the way I actually wanted it to go. All I really want is anything along that side of the river. All I needed was one thing over there. The stupid rock in the middle has a winch point.
GDI.
I know, I should. I wonder if that yellow pole is a winch point, but I'm feet away from it. I need one solid butt pivot. Oh, I didn't mean to hook that thing. Oh, hey. In for a penny, in for a pound. I've always said that. There you go. See, that should now be blocking some of the water from flooding the gas truck.
It's KDEPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPPP
KDP. Things are not going to plan. Everything here is just fine, though. Ooh, you can reach the back end of that truck. Can you do something fancy with this? Ooh, that was a whole lot of pivot. I don't know that it did me any good, and then I think the current just undid everything that I had hoped for, but it was a start. It got us into the thing. And these are the only 2 trucks on this map. Okay, well, I've wasted a giant amount of time on that, so let's waste some more. No, I don't want to go to the. I don't want to go to the sawmill. Official, formal Nemesis arrival. Okay, no, there is no Nico command. If you got a good idea for what it would do, but we do have Creepy Guy. That's no, it's not set for it yet. I got that, and I got that one. Yeah, that one works. I don't know what Nico would do. Oh, hey, since I've got the fancy extra stuff for the Hibbert now, let me go to local map.
Make it be sandwich with a disgusted face, lol.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, Nico. No, I've got at least 20 minutes. Question. Did I put the Hibbert over here? Yeah, the Hibbert's hanging out over here. It's... Oh, where are you? What are you doing over here? It's at the garbage recycling plant. Oh, I'm completely done with that part of the mission. Okay, let's go grab this guy. I'm going to get absolutely 0 missions accomplished, but by God, I'm going to go apply that upgrade at least. And then we're going to have the Hibbert see about coming over to try to save these other 2 trucks. Spoiler alert, I have my doubts in its abilities, but we're going to give it a shot. Oh man, KDP are always at work. Here we go. So here's the Hibby. We're going to do a full recovery. The Hibbert actually is over here at the recycling plant because he needed to come save my other truck that turned sideways with a trailer full of cargo in the middle of the swamp. And it struggled real
Free
bad.
KDP, free KDP, free KDP, free KDP.
No, KDP is not free. KDP comes with a salary requirement, thus the continuous work deployment. There we go. Hey, Hibby, look what I got for you. Okay, we already got the big engine. I got the good tranny. We now have the raised suspension on it. That's going to help it. I may have already had the really big tires on it. It may not have required the raised suspension, but I got to go double check. This is still slow as molasses on switch. Ooh, I can sell those. No, they aren't even equipped right now. 44 inches. Yeah, we already have the 49-inch mud tires on, so we're good there. Yeah, those are some bad-looking tires. Autonomous. Even though this is a full-size truck, this is one that can actually use an autonomous winch. It's not as strong as the advanced medium, but it will work even if you've tipped the truck sideways, and it has made use of that, so we're going to stick that. Engageable diff lock. There's a spare wheel tucked underneath. I honestly don't know if I care. Tall mushroom snorkel. Oops. And what do we have frame-wise? We've got this with the extra fuel, repair parts, and spare tires. The roof rack that has parts and fuel as well. That seems good enough. The rooftop. Because of the roof rack we've got, we can't put any of those other things on there. Heavy-duty pipe. External horn right above the driver's door. The fancier, slightly prettier exhaust. And the rims. Okay, we're good to go. Luckily, this rack comes with beacons. It's kind of a weird horn, but at least it's custom built for the job here. We are a recovery truck. This is a lot like the Earth Mover, Earth Dawn, Dawn Mover, whatever it is, the RVs from a season or two ago that are a little weird and gangly, but strangely stable, even though they shouldn't be because they sit up real high like this one does. Carry lots of bonus points, so they're a great support vehicle. This one's an okay support vehicle. He's already caused his own damage. Nope, get over there. Okay, now it's out of the way. But it's full-time four-wheel drive, so that's a little bit handy. Diff lock, you have to be in low gear for. If the water crossing fights me a little too hard and I can't save the trucks, this one could drive over and hit the blue square to actually complete one mission today. So not all hope is lost. Most hope is lost, but not all of it. Try to avoid immediately throwing ourselves sideways in the river here. Pond? Pool or pond. Pond would be good for me. Yep, I've got a really good handle on how the roads work on this map. I've got a good handle on 2/3 to 3/4 of the second map. I'm definitely still learning my way around this third map. I almost feel like the proper call is to bring in the big rescue crane truck, but I don't want to admit that much defeat yet. We're going to hold the rescue crane in reserve. That was close. I almost clipped my mirror there. It's a little bit better high speed, but it also means these mud tires slip like crazy on pavement. But middle name and all. That's how I live. something about 30 seconds at a time, and then said family a lot. That all works out. Okay, I think I've toured all of the maps just trying to get to this truck. Hopefully that will stall off the memory leak crash that inevitably comes. After being mid to upper 90s for 3 days in a row, all of a sudden it's kind of overcast, and now the high temperature is set at a boring 70. But it's weirdly dark right now compared to the last few days. Also, I'm not schwitzing in the AC. Okay, I've seen the scene. We're skipping it. We're going this time. Oh, now that I've actually skipped that, I really do... I kind of need to plot a route this time. Because if I can get down to that, will this take me... Well, that one will take me out there. Maybe I do want to run straight over here. I've been able to drop down there. Let's drive over here. Now, if I drive over there, then I can just follow this much of the road around. Put that last one out there like I really needed. The alternative is to take this cut off, hit the highway, take that road in. You know what, screw it. We're doing it that way. We're going bonkers. I mean, I've drowned 2 trucks. What's a third? Nico, playing. Oh, hey, are you going to stream right now, Nico? I'm looking for a place to raid in the next 15 minutes or so. So if you're streaming, you let me know. We'll come get you. Otherwise, I'll be looking to see if Roaming Mirk is still running. This truck needs better headlights. They're very limited. Going bouncing.
I'm about to stream, but I need to clean up a wonderful surprise my cats left me.
Well, you got 13 minutes, Nico. I'm not positive I've ever had the opportunity to do a Nico raid. So, I'm going this way. I can actually just cut out a bunch of this mud and go over here. Ooh, that raised suspension is helpful on this truck now. It's already paying dividends. Except, okay, that's not my fault. Can I just go up there? I'm not positive about that. I'm okay with driving through the swamp, but I don't know if I can just casually climb that little dirt lip over there. So let's see. This gets us somewhere instead. Where does this hill go? It goes up. This is the kind of wishful thinking that I don't think is really even that good a way. Oh, Just don't tip sideways and we can go right down here. There we go. I probably ended up saving myself 10, maybe even 12 seconds by going the long way and the short way around here. New trailer! And according to that, it's mine now. Let's see if I can set it up right. Nope. Okay, well, screw it. It's just going to sit right there then. I could just grab it and whip it back up onto its wheels. That would have been helpful for later, but not going to happen. Not going to waste the extra time on it right now, because I'm on a mission from God. I don't think I've actually driven this little stretch before. Gotta drive through the middle of the deepest part there, because otherwise it's going to be sitting at a really bad angle. It's got really good mud tires though. See one set of trucks that runs way off to the right there. And I think you have to cross that big rock gap. And I'm going to guess you probably want a big old long bed 8-wheeler for that kind of nonsense. I'm feeling pretty good about this route. Really pretty back in here. The resolution upgrade and the draw distance upgrade have really made this game look much better now than it did on Switch 1. I see somebody laying sideways in the river up there. Rescue truck is coming. Then when I flip rescue truck upside down to join the others in the river of doom, and that's when we can get the hell out of here. Those are not boxes of tools that I have to move. Those are just decorative, so I can ignore those safely. Ooh, almost did an endo there. That one was a little extra juicy. I'm actually downshift for that. Yep, there's definitely my sideways truck. Stay on the road. These physics are not that realistic a lot of the time. But they definitely make it entertaining. And I did... Where's the actual physical snorkel on this dude? He has a snorkel, right? Okay, well, we're gonna go find out. I thought I read snorkel off the list. I just don't see it here. We're We're gonna get the diff lock kicking in to
Be
make sure.
prepared for a download when you pop in Star Fox Jedi.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's always a day one patch. Okay, this dude is light, so I made sure that we kicked in the diff lock. Really having to struggle against the stream here. Get in. Option number 2. We'll push all the way across if we can. It winched the wrong thing.
The streamer is struggling against the stream. Sounds
exactly
ironic.
Ironic or simply prophetic? There's that one tire that just won't climb up on top of that rock. Okay, let's cut you loose then. Digging. Oh, there was a good dig and pull. We are going to start things just by getting you out of the water. I am going to refuel. I've got my own van body. I'm going to refuel all on my own here. I'm going to do what I can. I think it's this one here. No, it's not me. Okay, so it wasn't that one there. Is it Liberty Logistics? I want to go activate that blue square, and I'm making a run for it. There it is, through the eyes of a scout. Start tracking. We need to visit the East Dam site. We just need to get right there. Starting right here. So we need to follow the yellow brick road. There we go. Okay, I tell you what, Tatterin and Fuel Truck, I'll come back for you maybe. If I feel like it's warranted. But at the moment, I have one blue square to visit so that I can complete one thing today. And then we'll go raid Nico. And then I am headed downtown for something or other. And churn your way across here. Oh, nothing to it. Nothing to save you. You just gotta churn the mud on your own, Bubba. There we go. At least it's better than the sad, squeaky car horn that so many of these other trucks have. They definitely have a physics cheat built into this truck to not worry about the fact that it is violently top heavy. Oops, okay, well, I'm going to miss the little bridge because I didn't get far enough over for it, so we'll do it the hard way. Seems like a fair trade. Is this just going to break when I get near it? Not as much as I would have liked. Oh, settle down. I'm popping wheelies like a BMX pro. Does look like there may be a forward option to that other branch of the river. I got a lot of exploration to do. Either the next time I play or the next time I stream, whichever one happens to come first. And this is an entertaining little rock wall here. Oh, nimble like a mountain cat. Oh, I actually missed crashing into the sign. Well, next time, sign. Next time. So here's a mission. A little bit farther. Vibing by the river. Good afternoon. We're currently researching riverside soil stability. Please use this thumper to perform a comprehensive soil analysis. It will let us determine and prevent potential landslides. I absolutely will do it. I absolutely will not do it right now. There's a repair trailer. That one is tied to a mission, so I can't just steal it. Anything else good to see over here before we go hit that blue square? Okay, keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. Mission accomplished! I need to hit the brake. You've saved us a lot of time and potentially major trouble. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. With people like you, the Forest Service has an easier time doing its job. Oh, and look at that perfectly timed save, Nico. Also, here's another repair trailer. Oh my god. There are so many trailers on this map that it's going to want me dragging all over the place. Nope, another mission one. Okay, let's park you up. Let me go click another one of them green buttons to establish that everything is in good shape. Vibing by the river. Examine a bunch of sites. Is that like just drive? No, you need the seismic vibrator module in order to make it happen. Also, it's not going to tell you where those sites are, so you have to go hunt for them. So that is not a thing I want to do right now. I do want to make my way back over there eventually to see if I can go save those trucks. But that is another mission for another day. Pop back here. Oh, let me sit up a little bit. I've been gently sliding down in my seat as I go. So there we go. Oh, now I am prim and proper. Seismic vibrator module. Is that like an upgraded Hitachi? Yeah, it's pretty much something like that. Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if they looked into getting the licensing for that. Oof. Oh, I just missed it. Where it's got the Season 16 promo here. It just had the Mercedes trucks, and before that was the Season 18 promo. And then the old Season 4 pass. They're Speaking of mess, here I am. I'm back. Let me go see if Nico has started his tomfoolery yet. If he's not, we're going to have to raid to Roaming Mirk if he is still on. There's Nico playing some Star Fox. There's not really a whole lot to spoil in that game. It's pretty straightforward stuff. So I'm going to queue up the raid. I am probably not going to be able to do Sea of Saturdays on Saturday. There's a small chance, but it will probably be the Sea of Sundays. I'm going back to the Adventures of Elliot. With any luck, the Bardic one will have already finished it, so he can sit on his hands instead of backseating for the whole stream, but he can actually attend. That will be fun. I know. It's the Sea of I Hope days. So probably going to be Sunday. Then Thursday of next week, I'm going to say that's like the 2nd of July, I'll be back here to do some more SnowRunner. And then the 4th and 5th of July, I will be gone, so definitely no stream there. And then once we've gotten through that weekend, then I can get back to as normal as I can never get. And that's going to be good enough. It's going to have to be good enough. So let me hit the button real quick to get this cranked up. I'm going to take a gamble on the Sirenscape and try to put a little bit of music underneath me here. And then I'm going to wave goodbye to everybody. And I will see you again over the weekend, whenever the hell I manage to put it together.